It's Friday, and you know what that means. We have another new pattern for you. You are going to be so excited about this one. I feel like it is the perfect combination of being absolutely gorgeous, having beautiful colors and texture changes to keep your interest while being quite simple to knit. So it is perfect for reigniting your knitting mojo if it has grown legs and wandered off. So we actually introduced the crochet version of this shawl a while back called Adalia. So our beloved Jane Vincelas, who designed that one for you, has now designed a knit version called Amaya. Basic stitches, simple increases, and a stunning shape make for an absolutely gorgeous shawl that is fabulous to wear. It really hugs the shoulders and it forms these cute little spirals that hang down, which almost has a vintage vibe to me. We chose 3 muted earthy colors in our hand-dyed Aspen Hues Alpaca Silk DK yarn, which is a lusciously soft and silky yarn with a beautiful drape. This shawl has beautiful texture for the body, some gorgeous little eyelet rows, and then a little vintage inspired border, which is just, and I'm actually going to be showing you how to work this border today. So if you would love to follow along and see how fun this shawl is, grab some yarn and some needles, and of course you can download the pattern at expressionfiberarts.com and get the yarn there as well. So when you've worked your shawl, you're going to have all of your edge stitches here, and then next you're going to need to add your border. So to simulate all of your shawl stitches, I've cast on a few here, so just pretend these are the stitches you'll have along the edge of your shawl. Now you're going to continue using the same color, but just to help show you what's happening here as we work this knitted on border, I'm actually going to pick up a new color and use that. So you're going to start by casting on 4 stitches using the knitted cast on method. So insert your needle into this final stitch here on your shawl as if you were going to knit it. And you're going to go ahead and pull up your yarn. And then I like to think of it as lining your needles up like so, and you're going to place that new stitch you just created on to your left needle. And you can pull your right needle out, but you don't really need to. You can actually leave it in because we're going to create 4 of these. So go ahead and pull up another one, line your needles up, and slide that onto your left needle. Go ahead and do it again. I'm just leaving my right needle in that stitch this time because it's a little bit faster. So there's 3. Let's go ahead and do a final 4th stitch. So there you go. You have cast on 4 stitches using the knitted cast on method. So let's start with row 1. We're going to start by knitting 1, working a yarn over, a knit 2 together, yarn over, and then knit 2 together. So this is going to include the new cast on stitch plus the last stitch of your shawl. So that's eating up one of the stitches on your shawl. Now you're going to turn and we're going to work row 2. So we're working back on those border stitches. You should have 5. Just go ahead and knit those 5 border stitches. 3, 4, and 5. Then we're going to turn again and we're going to work row 3. Row 3 starts with a knit 1, a yarn over, a knit 2 together, a yarn over, a knit 1. Then we're going to knit 2 together again, and this is eating up another stitch on our shawl. Yum, yum, yum. So let's turn and work row 4. Make sure when you're starting to knit these border stitches, which we're about to do, you put the yarn to the back. So you should have 6 stitches on your border right now. And we're just going to knit those, nice and easy. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Go ahead and turn and let's do row 5. Row 5 starts with a knit 1 and a yarn over. Knit 1, yarn over, then you're going to knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 2, and then you guessed it, we're going to do a knit 2 together to eat up another shawl stitch. Super easy. Go ahead and turn. Move your yarn to the back, of course. You should have 7 stitches at this point for your border. So you're going to knit those 7 stitches for this row. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Go ahead and turn and let's work row 7. Starts with a knit 1, and you're seeing there's a lot of repetition in these rows, so you'll have them memorized in no time. Work a yarn over, a knit 2 together, a yarn over, a knit 3, 1, 2, 3, and then a knit 2 together to eat up another shawl stitch. And you should have 8 stitches, so when you turn and move your yarn to the back, just count, make sure you've got 8 stitches, and for row 8 you just knit 8. So knit those 8 border stitches. Doop, 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 and doop. Now for row 9, you're going to bind off 4. So how do you do that? Start by knitting the first 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and you're going to bind off 1. So grab this stitch here, pull it up and over, just like a standard bind off. So you've bound off 1, knit the next stitch, bind off another, so that's 2, knit the next stitch, bind off another for 3, and 1 more, knit the next stitch, and bind off another for 4 bound off stitches. And this is what's going to help create those little peaks along the edge of your border. Then you work a yarn over, a knit 2 together, a yarn over, and then a knit 2 together to eat up that little border stitch. And you should have 5 stitches on your border at this point. So let's go ahead and work row 10, which is very simple. You probably know exactly what to do. You're just going to knit those 5 stitches. And then you just continue that along your border, and you got these gorgeous, cute little peaks. Super simple, easy stitches, very easy to memorize, and it is so satisfying watching all of your shawl stitches getting eaten up by that hungry border. So I hope you have a go at this beautiful pattern, and if you ever find yourself at a point in life where you have lost your mojo, it is okay. Just rest and know that you will rise when the time is right. Take good care of yourself this week, and I will be back next week with a gorgeous crochet pattern, so stay tuned for that. All right, beautiful friend, see you soon. Bye-bye.